Now, before I can actually make any kind of podcast episode for you guys, I want to explain one thing. Have you guys heard about Anchor? It's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain how. One, it's free. Two, there's just many tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. And it'll distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and other things like iTunes and such. You can make more money from your podcast regardless on how much you have already. So it's like extra money. Hello, who doesn't like free money? And then, it's everything you need to make a podcast all in one spot. So whenever you can, just download the free Anchor app at, your iTunes store, your Apple store, or your Google Play store, or go to anchor.fm to get started. Thanks, y'all.
Hello. Good morning again to everybody. All right. Got Hakeem coming back up here. Good morning, sir.
Yo,
How are you?
what's up? All right, I'm annoyed at this app problems or phone crashing or whatever the heck is going on. I'm just because I'm cranky. When you're tired, you don't have as much tolerance for stuff, so I'm doing my best.
Yeah, I feel.
Oh,
But
man.
this is going to be take 3 of the bells.
Is it? Hold
Or
on.
2.
Let's see what we got here. All right, extras sending me a text message asking me what happened.
Yeah, it's been a lot of technical difficulties.
All right.
Basically.
Well, this is take 3, I suppose. We shall see if we can get take 3 done. All right, so it's story time with Izzii. That's right. Presented by Sarah Del Valle, and I am Hakeem Alibokus Alexander, the co-host with the co-host with the roast and the toast. So, what are we reading today? A story or a poem?
It's going to be a poem.
What's the name of the poem?
The bells. Ding, ding, ding.
The Bells. Did we already say who wrote this poem? The Bells. Should be obvious.
Edgar Allan Poe. I don't think we did.
Okay. And so, how are we reading this? Are you reading it by yourself or what?
No, we're going to do tandem reading.
All right. So that means what? How in a tandem? Okay, you have the physical book.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, if people don't have a physical Poe book, where can they read along with us?
Oh, you can go to poestories.com. That's POESTORIES.com.
That's right, poestories.com. And when they go to when you guys, whoever's reading along, when you go to poestories.com, you'll just go to the crow's tail all the way to the upper left part of the screen, and there's a hamburger menu. Click on that, and it'll be a drop-down menu, and you'll see poetry. Go into poetry and open up The Bells.
Yes. Ding, 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 ding. It was published on the year he died. The same year.
1849, Edgar Allan Poe died.
Yeah.
Wow. I would have died too if I was him.
Why?
Think about what I just said.
Why was you?
All right, so now, where was I?
Yes.
I don't even know where I am right now. I'm so tired, but this is gonna be awesome. So we're gonna tandem read The Bells.
Yes.
By Edgar Allan Poe. Are you ready, Sarah?
I am ready. Are you ready?
All right. And this has like 4 stanzas. I don't know what they are, but they're Roman numeralized 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're going to read every other one, starting with Sarah.
Okay. Here we go. says, "Hear the sledges with the bells, silver bells." What a world of merriment their melody foretells. How they tinkle, tinkle, tinkle in the icy air of night, with the stars that oversprinkle all the heavens seem to twinkle with a crystalline delight, keeping time, time, time in a sort of runic rhyme to the tintinnabulation that so musically wells from the bells, 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 from the jingling and the tinkling of the bells.
Hear the mellow wedding bells, golden bells. What a world of happiness their harmony foretells. Through the balmy air of night, how they ring out their delight. From the molten golden notes, and all in tune, what a liquid ditty floats to the turtle dove that listens while she gloats on the moon. Oh, from out the sounding cells, what a gush of euphony voluminously wells. How it swells, how it dwells on the future, how it tells of the rapture that impels to the swinging and the ringing of the bells, 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 of the bells, 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 to the rhyming and the chiming of the bells.
Hear the loud alarum bells, brazen bells. What tale of terror now their turbulency tells. In the startled ear of night, how they scream out with their fright. Too much horrified to speak, they can only shriek, shriek, out of tune, in a clamorous appealing to the mercy of the fire, in a mad expostulation with the deaf and frantic fire, leaping higher, 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 with a desperate desire and a resolute endeavor, now, now to sit, or never, by the side of the pale-faced moon. Oh, the bells, 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 what a tale their terror tells of despair, how they clang and clash and roar, with what a horror they outpour on the bosom of the palpitating air. Yet the ear, it fully knows, by the twanging and the clanging, how the danger ebbs and flows, yet the ear distinctly tells, in the jangling and the wrangling, how the danger sinks and swells by the sinking or the swelling in the anger of the bells, of the bells, of the bells, 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 in the clamor and the clangor of the bells.
Hear the tolling of the bells, iron bells. What a world of solemn thought their monody compels. In the silence of the night, how we shiver with affright at the melancholy meaning of their tone. For every sound that floats from the rust within their throats is a groan. And the people, the people, that they dwell up in the steeple all alone. And who, tolling, 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 in that muffled monotone, feel a glory in so rolling on the human heart a stone. They are neither man nor woman, they are neither brute nor human. They are ghouls, and their king it is who tolls, and he rolls a paean from the bells, and his merry bosom swells with the paean of the bells, and he dances, and he yells, keeping time, in a sort of runic rhyme, to the paean of the bells, keeping time, in a sort of runic rhyme, to the throbbing of the bells, bells, to the sobbing of the bells, keeping time, as he knells, in a happy runic rhyme, to the rolling of the bells, bells, to the tolling of the bells, 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 to the moaning and the groaning of the bells.
Bells gave me chills.
That was The Bells by Edgar Allan Poe,
Edgar?
presented by Sarah Del Valle and Hakeem Ali Bocas Alexander. She was reading from a book, and I was reading it from PoeStories.com. That is an interesting one. I mean, I actually don't know what the hell it's about.
I think it's how different emotions, if you really look at it.
Yeah, I'm too tired to care, but it could be anything. I need to eat some trail mix or something. Ugh.
Okay.
Holy crap, holy. So, this is the story of a girl. So,
She looks okay.
absolutely love her when she smiles. All right, so we got that done finally
Yes.
after
Thank you.
crashing and
Thank you for sticking with us, y'all. Sorry. it
well,
was, technical difficulties.
oh,
Just saying.
don't worry about it. It was the
Boom.
bells. I hear the ringing of the bells. The
I
bells.
literally was arguing.
What is the bells about? Like, I'm so curious.
Are you?
It's just about bells. I
No,
mean,
I'm saying I think there are different emotions. If you look at the
okay.
stanzas, you got one that says, uh, "What a world of merriment," and then you got a world of happiness, a world of terror or a tale of terror, and then you got what was the last one? World of solemn thoughts and something else.
Okay, merriment, happy. See, you know what? Terror and solemn thought. All right. See, um, you're you found that pattern. I didn't see that. That's why I told you I have no idea what this thing's about. I didn't even see that. So there you
It
go.
goes, yeah,
I
it
don't know
goes
what's
from
going.
it just goes from happy to sad and mad.
Okay,
Different
so let's
emotions.
see. Merriment, happiness, terror,
Yeah.
and then solemn thought. What the hell is
Mhm.
Edgar Allan Poe going through?
He was going through a lot.
Let's see. There's some notes at the bottom. What do they say? Did you see notes? Do they have notes in your book?
Yes, I do.
What is what does it say?
It says
Or what?
the bibliobiog oh God, hold on. Bibliographical history of the bells is curious. The subject, in some lines of the original version, having been suggested by the poet's friend, Mrs. Shue. Oh, sorry, Mrs. Shue. Poe, when he wrote out the first draft of the poem, headed it "The Bells" by Mrs. M.A. Shue. This draft, now the editor's property, consists of only 17 lines and reads thus: "The bells, ah, the bells, the little silver bells, how fairy like a melody their floats. From their throats. Oh, yeah. Okay. It says from their throats. How horrible. I went too far. From their merry little throats, from the silver tinkling throats of the bells, bells, bells of the bells. And it says, the bells. Ah, the bells. The heavy iron bells. How horrible a monody there floats from their throats, from their deep, deep toned throats. How I shudder at the notes of the bells, bells, bells of the bells. I think there's a little bit more, you know. It says in the autumn of 1848, Poe added another line to this poem and sent it to the editor of the Union magazine. It was not published, so in the following February, the poet forwarded to the same periodical a much enlarged and altered transcript. 3 months having elapsed without publication, another revision of the poem, similar to the current version, was sent, and in the following October was published in the Union magazine. So it could have been kind of published like right before he died or right after he died, but
Point is that he's still dead.
yeah, he's still gone. So maybe, I don't know. Might not be all.
Mr.
But that
Extra, he
was.
said, he said, I love how y'all say bells. bells, bells.
There's a lot of bells in there.
There are a lot
Make
of
it
freaking
seem like
bells.
sound same tone. I think.
Um,
Ding
what,
ding ding ding.
hey, there's a question I have.
Mm-hmm.
What's the next one you're going to be reading after this? Have you decided yet?
Well, since I haven't actually gotten on the wisdom map and read the actual poem, the original poem, I might do that. But
What
for Edgar,
original poem?
the original one that was already read.
What are you talking about?
The one
Poem? I'm confused. Seriously, I really am. I'm not fucking with you. What are you talking
I
about? Do you read
I
again
thought you
what?
said.
This?
I thought you said so what I was gonna read next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
what are
you
you going
meant
to read next?
Poe. I'm so sorry. You went from
No, so
Poe.
yeah, maybe I should have said what poem are you going to read next for the
I'm so sorry.
tandem
Um,
reading or whatever reading?
I'm thinking about doing. Well, this one is not on there, but um, there's a poem in here called Silence.
Yeah.
But I have already written down the poems that I need to do, and then I'm just gonna check with you like after and see like how you want to do it in a good order. I think we were doing it the year, right?
Um. Yeah, going from oldest to newest.
Yeah.
You got to. I have like so much brain fog right now. But yeah, going from oldest to newest, and then if some of them in the same year, I think we were doing alphabetical order.
Just do it in alphabetical.
Okay, that's not what I said.
Oh, okay.
I said that we were doing by the year, and if the year is the same, then we go by alphabetical. Were you confirming that? Because I didn't hear that either. You have to
No.
forgive me. I'm not fully awake. I'm doing my best, but it's not working.
Time to go
So
night night.
so you agree then? Yeah, right. I can't. So you agree then that so then we're gonna go by year, oldest to newest, right?
Yes. And
Okay,
then the
and then
same one is alphabetical.
good.
The same
Got
year.
that. Got that straightened out. Right, the same year. Alphabetical. Gosh, man, I feel like I'm swimming through like sand made out of glass because glass is sand. but instead it was just turned into glass and then smashed into little pieces and then turned into a swimming pool. Can you imagine one of those indoor skydiving things that blows all that air up into those suits that people wear? You ever seen indoor skydiving?
No, I never actually
Okay,
seen it. I wanted to do it though.
well, anyway, there's a lot of air that blows from underneath you when you're wearing a special suit that catches the air, sort of like a wingsuit. And anyway, I had this really dumb thing that just popped in my mind. That what if that chamber was filled with my favorite glass sand, and that's what I was swimming through. It's kind of how I feel right now.
That wouldn't be fun. It don't seem like.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be. But all right, listen. Here's what we got to do. You got to get another poem, and we got to read another one if you're up for it, because there's no way I'm not going to sleep. You know that song from Nirvana says, "I'm so tired I can't sleep, sitting drinking penny royal tea." So,
I think I've heard that a couple of times because my best friend,
but
rest in peace, girl. She loves Nirvana,
mm,
so she would play different Nirvana songs and different Pink Floyd songs and just everything.
Pink Floyd.
Yeah, she listens to a lot of stuff, like really old, like the old age stuff. She doesn't like the new age thing. Well, she did. She didn't like it.
Okay, New Age. I don't who does
Like
like
as
New
in
Age.
her
What are you
eyes
talking?
is new age, like this generation, the generation that the music has been like this year.
Okay, so contemporary, as some people would call it, or modern. Like, well, modern means if I think the sense of the word modern, I'm just pondering to myself, means that as opposed to like some delineation of when shit was like medieval or something. I don't know, but I guess contemporary then, right? That's what it would be, contemporary.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
about closer to it. So yeah, contemporary. Um, she hated it, but
you see,
she
people. This is why people have to. Sorry, go ahead. You were
go
saying.
ahead, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say. I was like, you see, this is why people have to be on the same page and have to communicate, because you have words and things that you say that mean something that I have zero reference for, and the same thing, vice versa. Like there's stuff that I say that you have zero reference for. Just now, there was one of those. My mind immediately caught it, but then it forgot it as soon as it was resolved. Dude, I can't. I could hardly. Yo, I'm starting to slur.
You need a nap.
It's crazy. All right, man. This is a challenge. And I'm cold. The more body fat that I lose, I just keep getting colder and colder.
Really?
And then until my
Oh, because
body,
like you got less body fat, and the fat is usually what
yeah.
keeps you. Okay, I got you.
And then, or I'm just dying or turning into a vampire,
I
or
mean,
maybe even a pop,
I'd rather turn
maybe even
into
a
a vampire
popsicle.
than just die. Well, I mean, vampires are dead, but
You know, if I was a vampire, then
yeah.
oh, I just had a really weird thought, but it's the answer to the if I was a vampire question. But I'm gonna go with a different answer here, which is I'd write a song called "Cold" with a K, and then I'd perform it in the staircase of a Starbucks in Tarzana, California. That's what I would do.
Oh, wait.
A song called "Cold" with a K. If I was a vampire, but I'm not, so
How do you know you're
that's it.
how would you know you're actually a vampire though?
The thirst for blood might kind of give it away.
I mean, have you ever seen Santa Clara Diet or Clarita Diet?
Yeah, but those are zombies.
Yeah, but I mean, she just thirsts for like or she was hungry for everything bloody. So I mean, like if vampires drink blood and just it would be the thirst for blood, like what? I mean, it could be like in the beginning of how she stayed.
You know, this is you're cadet. Your logic is sound. All right. Mine is not. Okay.
Okay.
Dude, I don't even know how. Like, this is crazy. The good thing is that I was able to take a nap today.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so like in between, like talking to people online, and I traded my clients. Oh, it's macarons. I traded my clients today. Um,
How did that go?
Fortunately, I mean, went well as usual. Um, to, Today was one of the client because I have two that come back to back, and then one of them she comes early and like 15 minutes early. So then I start training two people at the same time. They have like 15 minutes that overlaps of their 30-minute sessions. So for
Okay.
45 minutes, I'm training. When normally back-to-back training sessions, 30 minutes, of course, would be an hour. But since one of them comes early, and I'm using these machines in close proximity, it makes it really, really easy to. And so I got out and take a nap. I'm starting to become incoherent. I wonder if this is how Edgar Allan Poe felt before he died in 1849.
I don't know.
And I wonder if he heard the bell. Wait, I can't even do the bells anymore. Bells, 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 bells. I gotta look at this poem again. Maybe looking at the words makes me say bells in a way that rings. Let me see. To the rolling of the bells, of the bells. No, it's not working. Not feeling it anymore. I don't know why. Oh, there are notes at the end of this one. That's why I was asking you about the notes in your book. There are notes
Are
at
they
the
the
end of
same?
the webpage. Nope.
Ouch. Are they the same?
They're, no, they're completely different. Are you choking on water?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Give me one
Because you know
second.
you're not. Because you know you're not supposed to breathe liquid, right? You're not a fish. Finding Nemo.
No.
Finding Sarah. Okay, so when you audition for the fish movie, okay, you don't really breathe in the water, okay? Drink it, not breathe it. Drink it.
Hilarious.
Dopa. Oh, you got jokes.
Hilarious, man. I'm not. I thought I was
Smoke
supposed to
on the
breathe the water in.
water.
Oh my god, this is
Oh yeah.
not happening. Give me
So
one second.
now that you're done breathing water, can I read the notes from
Please do.
poststories.com about
Please
the
do.
bells,
I want to
bells,
hear what they have to
bells.
say on there. I'm gonna mute myself because I'm trying to look for something real quick.
Yo, Brady Crow just opened up a room on Callin called Pomedy Codpast.
Um, oh, I'm sorry. The what? The homedy card pass?
Pomedy
Homedy cod
Codpast.
fest.
Codpast.
Oh, okay. I,
So I think he's playing on Comedy Podcast, but instead he said Pomedy Codpast.
oh, okay.
All
There
right.
we go. 'Cause I was like,
Apparently, I'm so drunk with uh, insomnia that my attempt at humor doesn't land at all. All right. All right. There you go with the volume again.
I didn't do
I
anything. Oh
was gonna
shit.
play.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
you see, I sent demons through your device.
Oh my god. I just dropped my. Ow! What the heck is? I'm so sorry. Let me hold on. Give me 1 second.
But did you drop your nose? How did you say "ow"?
Because I
What would you
pricked my
drop?
finger with something on the chair.
Wait, I didn't know you have diabetes. What are you pricking your finger for?
My
You did. You
charger.
should have let me know.
I was, I was trying to find my charge box.
Mm,
And oh my
Just make
god, I
sure
can't
keep
even.
regulars. Is it type 1 or type 2? Do you keep regulars? Do you keep regular snacks with you? Pricking your finger. So I remember in the end of I think it was
Alright.
Iron Man 2 or 3. No, yeah, it was Iron
I
Man
only saw the
2.
first one because I only cared about the first one, so I don't know what you're seeing. What happened
I
in
don't
2?
remember. Huh?
What happened in 2?
I'm not sure,
Um,
but I'm not even sure if it was 2. But what I'm sure of what happened. I'm just not sure of if it was in part 2. But
hopefully you're
it was just about you pricking your finger because
um,
this dude was, I think he was a senator, and he was at the end. He had to pin. He had to put a pin on Tony Stark, like a medal. So Tony Stark and Rhodey, War Machine, they were getting honored at this event, and then the dude was putting the pin uh, on Tony Stark, and he stabbed him in the chest slightly with the pin, and Tony Stark flinches, so ow, and then the guy looked at Tony Stark and said, he's like it's something like it's incredible how annoying a tiny little prick can be, huh? Because you know
I think that was in
he's talking to.
the first one.
It's possible. I mean, first, second, third, numbers, letters, you know, tiles on the floor. It's all the same thing to me. There's just things. I think my brain is starting to come out of my ears. If they would be halfway on the floor right now if it wasn't for me wearing earbuds that are like plugs. They're just like keeping my brains in my head. And I don't know what's keeping it from my brains from falling out of my nostrils right now, but
Mm.
um, why are you laughing? That's just gross.
Why am I laughing? What?
You're
How
laughing
gross.
at brains coming out of my ears and nose.
Halloween time coming. It's fall. Let's get
Okay, you
into
know
the
what?
horror.
You don't start with this shit, all right? With this Halloween is coming. You're one of those people, all right? That like
What
a
people?
holiday is like a month out, and you're talking about it.
No,
You know,
Halloween is literally for me. It's like 5 months out.
you people. You're lucky if I start talking about a holiday 3 days after it's passed. Like I just like my
I
mom
get
just
ready.
my
I like to
mom
get
she
ready for
was
that
like,
stuff.
what?
I like to get ready for this stuff early. It's the best time to do it.
Why?
Because then you have everything you need.
All right, listen, check this out. Um,
Checking it out.
you just what? What did you say?
I said checking it out. You said check this out. I'm checking it
All right, fuck. Man, I think I need to turn the volume up on my device. What the hell is going on around here? Jeez, I'm
I
gonna have to
don't
go
know,
deaf
but
just to hear you. I just turned it up to the max, so you can keep doing what you're doing. If you start yelling to get louder after I turn my volume up, I'm gonna fucking throw Edgar Allan Poe book at you.
yeah,
Throw
okay.
the book. Throw the book. But
Like,
maybe,
oh,
but
I'll be like,
but
oh,
maybe.
Poe book.
Oh shit, she did it. Again, I gotta turn my volume down. What the heck?
Okay,
What's going
okay.
on? All right, I'm trying to
Uh-huh.
sleep while awake. I'm trying to sleep while I'm awake. Okay, and you're not helping
All right.
with.
For real.
Okay, so is there any more information about this poem on here? So you got the notes in your book. Let me see. Oh, this ad is following me around. I see you. I see you, pixels. And
Oh
I
my god.
dumb it. What?
All right. I'm
What?
putting myself on mute so you can read the notes on the in the
What
notes.
happened?
We're
I
trying to figure
already
out.
read. Wait. Oh, the notes. Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to read these notes. All right, here we go. And what are you doing? What are you talking about? You have to mute yourself. What's going on over there?
I can't stop laughing.
Okay? Well, that's because I'm hilarious. Okay. Now,
I mean, yeah, it's hilarious. It's hilarious.
hi, Larry.
No, I'm not being
All right, listen.
sarcastic either. I like to say hilarious.
Yeah, I didn't say you were being. I never accused you
I meant for the
of
people who
sarcasm.
listen.
Right?
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Excuse me. Excuse me. What did you say?
Listen, Linda. Listen. Listen here.
¿Qué pasó? Caballos no usan para limpiar sus culos, no tratan como meter a puerco, tengan huevos, este nombre es un pinche viaje. Y no sé how to, oh gosh, my Spanish. Did you know that there's one of my favorite bands is called Brujeria, and they have a song um, and their album has his name too, and it's really crazy. But I'm going to save it for another talk. I'm going to read the notes here. I just started speaking in tongues. It's called Mexican Spanish, and we'll get back to that later. I lived in California for a long time, which is Mexico technically. You know, the land was taken away from the Mexican people, so it's most of Texas, if not all of it.
It's most.
The whole,
Okay.
the whole, the whole southern United States. Florida probably should belong to them too. People going down to Cancun and everything. All right, let me finally get to these notes. I didn't get to these notes, so I don't know what is happening to me. Okay, here we go. And watch this. As soon as we're done, right? I guarantee it's so predictable. I'm gonna finish reading these notes, and we're gonna close the room, and I'm gonna all of a sudden have the energy of like Hercules. I don't even know if that's a good example. Maybe Sonic the Hedgehog is a better one. Who knows? All right. Notes. At the end of the bells on poststories.com, there's different notes than are in the book that Sarah has. And they say, notes. The indentation of this poem was done purposely in an attempt to match the way Poe originally wrote it. It seems as though Poe had some idea in mind, but no one is sure what it was. So apparently there's some stylized way he indented and wrote the words on the page. You know, kind of like how you can, you can center things. You center a line with your laptop, whatever. Just it was some kind of rectifying tool that you can use on a computer to get it to either go a line right, a line left, or go center. So Poe, I suppose, I'm guessing it was his handwriting. But then, I don't know. Anyway, it's stylistically written. So, and some other authors have made poems in a certain way so that makes a shape on the page. For example, like a sword or something like that. Hey, also something I noticed that these different stanzas or verses, they get a little bit longer each time. So the first one,
Doesn't it?
the line count.
Like a staircase.
Yeah, that's not the first thing that came to my mind, but
you said what?
But I said that's not the first thing. Stairs, not the first thing that came to my mind when I looked at it. I mean, it doesn't even look neat on the page in poststories.com, but
oh yeah,
whatever.
Post Stories. It looks different. Okay, I'm sorry, it looks different on here. I forgot.
Did you look at poststories.com?
I didn't this time. I tried to, but nothing's
Okay.
working. I said that.
So how could you make a comparison? I'm asking a serious question. I'm asking a real serious question. How can you make a comparison if you're not looking at? Wait, is your memory?
I was on this in the room.
Are you telling?
I was in the.
Look, you could have a photographic memory. I don't know you like that. You could be having like little cameras behind your pupils and sending them back to Q at Q branch. Bond. So who would be your money penny if you were like a 00 agent?
Okay, who would be who? Where? What?
I can't ask that question again because there might be.
I'm sorry, I just can't. Okay. All right, I'm done, y'all.
It's a
Okay,
secret.
good.
Yeah, she says that shit, but watch, she's gonna go on like this for as long as I keep, as long as she keeps the room open.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
All right, we're good now. We're good. Let's go. Let's do this.
Wait, what are we doing? We already read the bells.
I know that. I think I don't. I don't know. We did though. All right. I know. Yeah, we did. Okay, gotcha. We got it.
What?
Oh my god.
All right. Hey, look at this.
Okay,
Howard Falco
taking
popped
it.
through the
Opening it.
room.
You
Shh,
said
hey,
what?
listen. Howard Falco just popped through the room. Remember? So I don't think you got to stop in, but Graciela was reading from his book, I Am. She was reading from his book, I Am. He's right here. It says, Howard Falco, author of I Am, The Power of Discovering Who You Really Are, spiritual teacher, mental strength and mindset coach to professional athletes. Oh, professional athletes. Well, Mr. Falco. But yes, that's the book I Am in his bio here on Wisdom that she was reading from I Am. So in her book reading tonight, it was chapter 6. So we have, Monique Duell, Carletta Gray stopped by again, Robin Black bounced through, Graciela, she's still awake, what the heck? Oh, I guess it's not that late right now. Amber Rose, I need your tarot skills. I started noticing some patterns. Misty Gentle, Kathleen, Blazin' Laser Weiss. I like that's cool. Sageness
Say it like
Podcast. Leilani's here. Cecilia Grace, Stephanie Thompson, J.A. Lindsay, DJ Sam Rock. I like that, Sam Rock. Sam Rock. Matthew Burus, Leticia Frutos, Mr. 2 Extra, Dr. Robert James Goodman, and who's that guy? Healthy living and self-defense, capoeira, martial arts, wisdom. All right. This has gone too far. There's some clone of me in your listeners. Because how could I be in the listeners and up here with you at the same time? Tell me. Is this like one of those things from like, is this like, you know,
I thought you could
the,
though.
like some kind of bilocation? Let's see. So there's not really, oh yeah. So the one thing, so this is the year that Edgar Allan Poe died. 1849, the same year that The Bells was published. What was the speculation? Who was saying Graciela and you? We were talking the other day about how he died, and y'all were saying like
Oh yeah.
what is the what is the official story of his death? Is that he like was some kind of alcohol poisoning or something like that,
Like it was
or complications?
Graciela told me it was like, he died on the side of the street. But
Right.
like it was drunk maybe, right? I think that's what it is. Hold on.
Well, that's what I was trying to get at was the common story that everybody bandies about is that he died drunk on a corner. Okay. Right? Like, how many people do you know? How many people have you ever heard of in
He
history?
died. Okay, it says he died drunk on the street.
Okay,
On
so
his
how many
picture.
people? Somebody please tell me. Please email me. You know what? F it. There's the Google. All right, I want to find out how many people die drunk in the street. Like that's per year. So you know what? And I'm done scrolling. I can't even right now. See, I woke up a little bit, but I'm still not fully on my. Yeah, so I'm gonna eat some trail mix, and yes, the mix trail, and check this out. If
Checking out.
anybody is actually still in the room, I have a very, very, very special gift for you. Because I am going to broadcast a sound bath. Carletta says, ask Alexa. She knows everything. What if I, hey, Bixby. Yo, Bixby. Yo, Bixby, what's up? Oh, I can't. Oh, man. I gotta use another device. But listen, I'm gonna. Okay, we got to find out. What was I looking for? Oh, how Edgar Allan Poe died, or did I? Or did we get past that? Carletta,
No, we
my
never
brain.
actually passed it. Like we just thought. You just said you were gonna look it up, but I don't know.
Yeah. So, did I tell you? So the author of because I just reminded me when I was looking at the messages from Carletta that Katya Davidova, she officially, so she's my co-host now for the interview I'm going to do with her, and we're going to do it on Clubhouse, and I'm going to see if I can simulcast from different places. So I'm going to see if I can get the audio of her to broadcast to Wisdom. So I'll figure it out. I'm gonna hook up a rig of like multiple devices.
It's breaking
So I'm
up
gonna have to
on
go to
this
like a
side. I don't
Verizon
know if
store.
it's just me.
I'm breaking up on this side. You're breaking up. So how's it now?
We did.
Sometimes the sun be doing stuff, son. All right, listen, I need to focus my brain because I'm already like scattered from the winds from the tiredness. So and I kind of have to stay on some kind of logical track, or else I'm going to lose myself into the abyss.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Would anybody
what
like
was
to
I?
stay on for a minute, or just get everything situated? I'm out. I'm signing out.
What? You're going to kick me out of here?
No, not yet. So you got once you go, I leave.
I mean, you can do that all you want. I was just saying,
Yeah.
man. It's like it doesn't have to be that way. So okay, look, here we go. The Edgar Allan Poe. The story goes that he died drunk in the street, right?
Mm.
Yes, no?
Yes, on a dry.
Okay.
Oh my god, died drunk.
That's right, Izzii, who somehow just read a poem and now can't speak. So listen, um,
I'm just like,
how,
can't stop laughing. I'm sorry.
who's more, are you sleepy? Are you sleep
No,
deprived? Because it's really bad.
no, I don't think so.
My sleep deprivation is not severe. It's just I just have a low tolerance for discomfort. I should have been born a prince and like lived in like have a bed made of clouds and stuff. But instead, I somehow became a rough person. But
No,
when I say rough,
everybody's awesome.
now
Everybody's awesome.
there's a difference between rough and
Rough.
tough. I'm not saying I'm tough. I'm just saying I'm rough. Dog. How much
Dog.
is that doggy in the window? Um. So, oh yes, I keep seeing the date. I just want to know about the death of Poe. Like, really, the true. Like, how did he go out? Were we supposed to just believe this whole
What are you
drunken
looking at?
story? Oh
Isn't
my
that what?
gosh, thank you. That's what I was looking for, Carla. See, I was going to try to ask Alexa, how did. Okay, hold on. I'm sure I have another device somewhere here. Where is it? Come on. All right. Let's see, because I can't use Alexa while I'm on Wisdom. So here, let me open up this. Hi Bixby. Oh, I don't think this phone has it. This is an older device. I'm just gonna go on Google and type it in here. Fun fact: Google is named after a very, very large number.
What?
Google is named after a very, very large number.
So Google. It has to
Do you
be.
know what that?
No, I don't know how much that is. How much is it?
Do you know what that large number is?
No. I just know it's pronounced Google.
Okay, I've never pronounced it that way, but people have
No,
worn googly eyes. You know, they wear those googly eye glasses with the
I'm
friggin'
not
eyes are on
saying
the end.
googly. I'm saying Google.
All right. Well, okay.
Like,
Cool.
so,
Google. And what?
like,
Please do tell me about this Google.
uh,
Is, is this like is this the French arm of Google? Like, is this the French headquarters? That they call it Le
that's what I
Google?
do.
But I thought they would just call it Le Google. Le Google. I don't do French, man. It's just the worst thing I've ever.
Okay.
I speak China. Oh, I found somehow my other device is opened up to tandem reading. I was talking about earlier, tandem reading on some website called therumpus.net. Therumpus.net. Okay, so tandem reading. I'm a huge fan of tandem reading 2 books at a time. One of which is usually a novel, the other of which is usually a book of stories, essays, poems. Ads. Dude, I'm not in the mood for ads popping up on my screen. Shit, dude, I need sleep, dude. How one chooses which books to pair depends on deliberate and unconscious motivations, external circumstances, and inner strife. Last month, I read The End of the Affair by Graham Greene while reading Eros, The Bittersweet by Anne Carson. Hey, does that sound familiar? Eros?
One from the other night or last night? Which one? It was the poem that we read last was it last night or yesterday or the day before? One of those. Hello? Hello?
Yeah,
Why didn't
so
you hear?
Eros?
Oh.
Eros.
Okay. Wait, okay, hold on. Eros?
Do you remember?
Is that what you said?
So we're looking at oh my, I don't even know what I'm looking at. Rumpus, because of tandem reading. Jeez. And he said, last month I read The End of the Affair by Graham Greene while reading Eros, or Eros, The Bittersweet by Anne Carson. And so my question to you was, does Eros or Eros ring a bell to you of recent times?
Yes.
Please do tell me and the audience.
Okay. It
What,
wait. It was
what am I referring to? Now I'm trying to see how tired you are. Are
from
you
the
awake?
poem the poem that we read like
We read a poem?
on Breakout. Um, yeah, well, we did this.
Okay.
Yeah, that poem.
So apparently
That's
you're getting less sleep than I am. Because if you don't remember this, I'm going to say this right now, and if this comes
no.
into your
I
brain and
remember
you
the
remember,
poem. I didn't say I remember the
you,
poem, but I'm trying to make sure
I'm
that's
not
the same
asking you
poem that we're talking
anything
about.
else except. Stop your brain
Um.
for a second and listen to my question. Okay?
Okay. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
Listen, Eros. Answer in like a yes or a no question here, please. Let's keep it simple because you keep on trying to answer more when the question doesn't require that much. Do you remember hearing something the other day recently having to do with poetry, Eros or Eros, spelled Eros?
Yes.
Yes or no? Okay. And what do you remember about it? What was it? This thing,
It was like Greek mythology, and it was one. It was
Greek
about
mythology in what?
falling
In
asleep and
what?
falling in love and everything, and falling in love
Good.
and
Who
falling
wrote
asleep.
it?
Oh, I don't. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What are you sorry for? I'm just asking a question. Who
No, I'm
freaking
so
wrote
lost right now.
the poem? But did you
Poem.
read it? Did you read the poem, or did somebody
Yes.
else read it? Okay.
No, I read it
Okay.
that night.
Who's the author?
It was it was you, right? I'm not going.
Are you? Am I the? I thought I
It
was
was
the one that
you,
was
isn't
fault.
it?
Yes, it is. So I was getting at.
Okay.
I thought I was falling asleep. Are you that tired
I'm
too?
not falling asleep. I'm
Are
trying
you
to.
done? Is this game over? Because
No, no.
if I because if I here's all I'm saying. If I read one of your poems last night or the night before, and then I asked you about the name of it, or you asked me about the name of it, you're like, "Hey, this is familiar. What was that?" I would say, "Oh, that's your poem." Or maybe I wouldn't. Maybe my brain is so fried right now. Maybe your Eros is your poem.
No, it's your poem. It was your poem.
So please tell me what happened. Um, was it terrible? Did you erase it out of your mind? Was it that bad?
No.
Did you not sleep? I'm trying to find out about sleep. Do you know I research sleep, right, Sarah? Yes.
Yes. Yes.
And you know I'm very concerned sometimes about your sleep. Sometimes, like why
Yes.
are you awake at 1 o'clock in the morning talking to me about bells?
Because I
The
was reading this.
bells.
We were doing the reading.
The bells.
Bro. We were doing the reading. We were doing the reading.
That's it. That's all you can come up with is reality.
No. It was also
You know
school outside.
you should
It's
be.
lost.
You wrote three really good stories. Really amazing stories that I'm inclined to think that you have a fourth one coming.
Yeah.
What's that one called?
I don't have really any title
Oh,
for it
did you
right
not?
now.
Oh, you didn't give it a title yet. What are the there are three other ones, the ones that you already emailed to me. What are the names of those?
Um, it's dinner time, food crimes, pets, and
Dinner time
April
food
Fool.
crimes. My favorite
Yeah.
one. What's that? Okay, dinner
Um,
time.
and then pets was one. The next one, and then it was. Um,
You never close your eyes anymore when I kiss. So,
oh, a bird. The view of the bird. The bird's eye view.
bir- bird's eye view. Yeah, bird's eye view. All right, well, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Time for me to wake up. I'm going to drink coffee out of this canteen over here. And probably going to experience some kind of massive organ failure and die like Edgar Allan Poe. Trail me. So your, your, your,
Sure.
uh, do you want some trail mix?
Yeah. Yes.
I can only give you some virtual trail mix. Can I snap a photo and send it to you?
All right. That'll work.
And now, now I'm ready for the the reveal, the big reveal. So we have the sound bath that I promised for people if they're still listening. Because I'm going to broadcast a live sound bath on my Twitter page as well. People will be able to get it. I think it's going to go to Twitter and Facebook, but it's Uniquilibrium, just like the my my handle here on Wisdom. And hopefully, by me playing the sound bath, I'll be able to get to sleep because I'm put some headphones on, and it's going to have binaural beats. It's going to be 33 minutes, and you put some headphones on, and you just chill. And I might say a word or two, some guided meditation here and there, but for the most part, I think I should just shut up. What do you think?
You coming back in?
Suppose stranger things have happened.
That's strange.
I mean, are you requesting my return?
See.
All
Come
right.
back. Here we go. Here we go. I was trying to think of a team.
Sarah, I don't understand how you put up with me at all. All right, so
What?
what?
What do you mean?
I don't know what I mean. I mean that my eyeballs are somehow still in my head. Edgar Allan Poe is really, really dark. He had a very big influence on my poetry. Do you want to hear a really dark one that I wrote in kind of like that bouncy rhyming style that he does?
Yeah.
All right. So it's really
Yes.
it's really dark. It's really dark. It's even worse. But see, I don't have as flowery a style to embellish. Is that the right word? Yeah, to kind of really bring out more flair in the lyrics and the words, but it has that theme. Like I said, you know how some of his stuff has this. So the poem, if you could call it that, or lyrics, whatever I'm going to recite, it's very flat. Yeah, it's just a straight rhyme scheme. There's nothing really special about it. It's just that it invokes very um, it invokes images of suicide, actually. And this is Suicide Awareness Month, isn't it? That's what I was talking to Chris about the other day for a little while.
It's Suicide Awareness Month, and yesterday was apparently a pepperoni pizza day.
Pepperoni pizza day. I definitely need to eat some trail mix really quickly before I recite this piece. All right.
Go ahead. Mix the trail.
Or maybe I shouldn't. Maybe the theme of this poem is like punishment of the self for like extreme guilt, maybe. So maybe I shouldn't eat. I'm gonna go hypoglycemic right now. Okay. All right. Here's a hypoglycemic reading of, I don't even know what the title of this is because I hardly give my poems names. Are you ready? Yeah. You want to hear it? Yes.
Yes.
All right. I'm just making sure. I need confirmation because I'm pretty insecure, and if you don't let me know what's going on, I tend to fold within myself. All right, here we go. Okay. I want to die painfully, a slow and violent death, suffering and cruel agony, a moan with every breath. I want to die in a blaze, a flame for every nerve. Torture and cruel punishment is all that I deserve. I want to drown, but not in water, a massive pool of blood, and hold my breath until I can't and twitch as my lungs flood. See, I'm tired of feeling so comfortable. It's driving me insane. I want to die in suffering. I want to die in pain. But not really. I can't remember. So don't freak out, people, if you heard that. I wrote that when I was a wee lad. Well, not that wee.
I liked it though. It was really good.
It's like I like the sonic aesthetic of the flow of certain things, or the way that a person can express something in writing.
Yeah.
And so I don't necessarily know if I appreciate that imagery, or even if I should have that be a thing that people hear. But there's something about that pattern. But the whole point, though, was, Edgar Allan Poe is dark, and that I was heavily influenced by his work. So that is one of them. And around the same time, I was also listening to a band called Sepultura. Have you heard of them?
They were called who? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear it.
Sepultura.
No.
Or some people might say Sepultura, but I don't. But
No, don't do this. Don't do this.
for real,
Oh my god!
what the hell? All right, somebody.
I had somebody say quesadillas. I was like, what? I got in trouble, but it was just so worth it. All right.
What the fuck?
Like,
Question.
bro, I was like, excuse me.
Well, listen.
Was that
No.
were you trying to order quesadillas? No, yeah, the quesadillas, and I was like, no, don't say it again.
Quesadillas.
Who says quesadilla? She got a good view of
I
me.
mean, it was a woman. She was just being phonetic. She was just reading the phonetic, man.
All right, go ahead.
Maybe she'd never
I'm sorry.
listen.
I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
Maybe she's never been exposed to Espanol in her whole life, and so because of that, this is what you get. You get a person who says quesadilla, which actually sounds like an actor's name. And now introducing quesadilla as introducing quesadilla as
the entry of the
the
entree
entree.
of today.
The entree.